Hey, fourth grade, this is Miss Kite, and today we're going to go through the day 6 math tests. Now, if you're doing it on Google Classroom, you might see day 1 math test. That is day 1 of week 2. Alright, so for our math test today, we are going to make a chart like the one on the next slide and measure 8 items to the nearest centimeter and millimeter. Use the attached ruler in the packet if you need one. There's one in the packet that you can cut out. Here, we can see that they measured a push pin, and we see that they started with the dotted line on 0. And they measured it all the way over here. It's a little bit blurry, but remember, we're working with centimeters, so we have 10 notches over here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, so that's 2, and 4 out of 10, that's 4 tenths. So I can write that as a decimal. So when I come over here, we see that we have the tack. It is 2 4/10 of a centimeter, which is 24 millimeters. Now, I want to talk to you guys about that. So what I want to talk to you about that is here we have this little decimal point. And I'm going to use I want us to look at that. We have the decimal point right there. All right, but here, if I move that decimal point over to here, what do I come up with? I have 24. So we're moving our decimal point over 1 to the right. So what if I measure something that is exactly 5 centimeters? How else can I write the number 5 if I'm writing it as a decimal? I can write it as 5 0 tenths. So then I can move to find my millimeter. I can move it over 1 to the right, and then I would have the number 50. Now, I can't tell you what the centimeter millimeter rule is, and the reason why I can't tell you is because when we come over here, it wants you to talk with your family and friends about the relationship they see between centimeters and millimeters. You need to come up with a rule for converting or changing between centimeters and millimeters yourself. And this activity here is for your 5C skill for collaboration because we're working together. So what I want you to do, here they have the centimeter and millimeter ruler, which you can definitely use if you want to print that and cut it out. But I would check it against a regular ruler because I know sometimes my printing from Google Slides prints kind of funny. So what I want you to do is I want you to kind of look at that pattern we created and see when you measure your 8 items what you can come up with. And over here, if you're working on Google Classroom, then what you're going to do is you're going to hit this T box and you're going to draw a text here, and you're going to say my conversion rule and tell me what rule you came up with for converting millimeters and centimeters. That's all you have to do for math today, guys. Just get a ruler and make sure that you're doing that measuring. And one thing I want to point out, if you're on a ruler, do we start measuring at the edge of the ruler? No, of course not. So what we need to do is we make sure that we line up and we measure from the number 0. So right here, if I'm measuring this line, my line that's exactly 5 centimeters or 50 millimeters, I am going to start at 0. If I started at the edge, am I going to come up with 5 anymore? Let's try it out. All right, I moved over to the edge, and now I'm right in between 4 4/10 and 4 5/10 centimeters, or 45 millimeters. So we know that that's not accurate. We always have to come over and we have to bring it over to the 0. All right, guys, I hope this helped a little bit. If you have any questions, make sure you contact your teachers. That's what we're here for. Also, guys, I hope you start joining us for our 11 to 12 live Zoom help sessions each day. It's a lot of fun getting to work with other 4th graders and your teachers, and you'll always leave with some of your work done. I hope this helped a little bit, and if you guys have any questions, reach out. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. We miss you. Bye.